I started out a complete beginner, just like you. Only after 5 years of trying and failing online, I became so lost, so confused, so overwhelmed. But today, as I sit here, over 10 years later, I am now an online millionaire, and I've been helping other people become full-time online super affiliates for over a decade. And now, I want to show you exactly how I went from a complete beginner through to quitting my day job and then becoming an online millionaire thereafter. And I did it using something that I now call the perfect path to 7 figures. Let's dive on over to the computer and let me show you what this perfect path is so you can get on it for yourself. In this short training, I'm literally going to show you how I went from 2008 aiming to make just $1, as you can see in this first ever blog post I wrote online, being a construction worker that was really at rock bottom with no positive prospects for success, and how within just a handful of years, I was receiving $1 million awards for the results we're getting on the internet year after year, how I was featured in Entrepreneur magazine, gave a TED Talk, and have been one of the world's leading speakers and trainers on the planet. So who's this training for? Well, if you've been trying and buying all the shiny objects that flood your inbox every day and you're sick and tired of it and you just want something that works, pay attention. If you've not been getting results and you feel you deserve more than what you're currently getting, let's get into this. And if you understand that creating a better life requires effort and commitment, and you're ready to follow a proven plan, let me show you how this works. You see, what I'm about to share with you enables anybody to build a business that brings in multiple streams of income. I'm talking about being able to generate small commissions between $1 to $50 per sale, mid-sized commissions between $50 to $300, big commissions of $1,000 and beyond, and even recurring commissions that pay you every single month. And here's just some proof of what I'm sharing with you and just showing you how well it works. This is inside of PayPal. You can see every day we have these payments coming in ranging from low to high. And this just happens day after day after day after day. And so how do we do it then? Well, in order for me to share with you how this all occurred, I want to take you back to a day in March of 2018. I received a message from Russell Brunson, co-founder of ClickFunnels, who asked me, would I come and teach his audience all about what we do and how we do it. Now, as he introduced me to his audience, he basically said that we had created the ultimate funnel. In fact, take a listen to this brief snapshot of an interview Russell did with me prior to me taking to that stage.
Now, I'm excited because Dean and I have been playing this game over the last 7 or 8 months where we're one-upping each other. And what happens is he saw something in my funnel and he's like, that's good, I'm going to steal it. And then he one-upped it. And then I went and funnel hacked him and I was like, oh, he did it, but he did it better than me. So then I went and one-up mine and then I showed off to him and we've been one-upping each other. And it's been so much fun to kind of have this little silent competition where we both win at the end. But Dean's going to be coming in talking about something that I believe in so much. And I think it's something that everybody needs to be doing in their businesses, but they're these really powerful types of funnels to get customers in really, really cheap, really, really easy, and it's powerful. So, Dean, you want to share a little bit what you're going to be talking about Funnel Hacking Live?
Yes, as Russell said himself, this is something that everybody needs, allows anyone to get customers and sales really, really easily in your business. Now, that day, as I took to the stage in front of over 3,000 entrepreneurs, the crowd was stunned. And so just before I take you through this perfect path to 7 figures, it's important I first reveal to you exactly what the ultimate funnel is. You see, no matter what phase of business you're going to be at, which will become very clear in a moment, you are always going to need an ultimate funnel. So what is that then? Well, an ultimate funnel is basically an online sales process that is made up of 5 specific steps that lead people through, and the further they go, the more they get help and the more money you make. So here's what those steps are. Step number 1 is the lead capture step. Step 2 is the customer acquisition step. Then we have the value maximization step, followed by the recurring revenue step, and finally, the premium product step. So let me explain a little more about what these are and show you some real life examples. So in the first step, we call it lead capture. This is where you're going to build your email list. So to do that, we give away a free gift, or as I would often say, we offer an ethical bribe. Now, in doing so, we ask them for their email address. Now, if they provide that, we capture the prospect and build your email list. Here's an example. Next, we move them into the second step, which is customer acquisition. It's here we now turn your prospects into paying customers. But I have a unique way of doing this where we don't actually sell anything. We've developed a new way of doing things where we basically give away a free physical book to turn people into customers. This is revolutionary because no longer do you now have to be great at selling stuff. We just offer a free book, and in order to receive it, they just cover a small nominal shipping and handling charge. And every person that says yes to this free book now starts earning us money. Here's one of our examples. Next, once they get the free book, we move them into the third step. This is where we maximize value for every customer and for us. So in doing so, we present 2 additional special offers. These are things people can either say yes or no to, and here's a couple of examples of what we do. Now, obviously, if they say yes, you make more money. Next, we start growing your recurring income. Inside of the Ultimate Funnel, you do this with subscription offers and membership sites. This is where people subscribe and pay monthly. And they can, of course, choose to leave whenever they wish, but the longer they stay, the more money you make. Here's just one of our examples. We have $37, $47, and $77 per month software suite. Finally, in the final and 5th step, this is the premium products. This is where inside of the Ultimate Funnel, you earn big commissions. I'm talking $1,000 plus payouts. Now, to do this, we actually have people fill in an online application if they're interested, following which we have a one-on-one call to discuss it with them, and if suitable, we open a place. And we've got numerous examples of this, like our accelerator program or our bulletproof ads training platform. So when you bring all of this together inside of the Ultimate Funnel, here's how it works. You drive traffic to a opt-in page and start building your list. From there, you offer a free book. From there, they get multiple 2 different optional extra special offers that they can order. And from there, the Ultimate Funnel continues to deliver value and follow up with those customers, generating you commissions from recurring commissions, mid-sized commissions, and even those big 4-figure commissions. And this is exactly how we do what we do. This is exactly how you can build your online business using Ultimate Funnel. So take a look at this specific day here and you'll see what I mean. Notice there was a payment there of $4.95. That's somebody saying yes to a free book. From there, they said yes to one of the special offers. And further on, they said yes to another special offer. And from there, you can see customers start taking up more and more of our high value products, often paying several thousands of dollars. Now, I understand you might be saying, Dean, I don't have any products. How does this apply to me? How do you get an Ultimate Funnel? Well, this is where the perfect path to 7 figures comes in. This is a 3-phase business plan where you start in phase 1, you get to a certain level of income using a particular business model and method before progressing onto phase 2, and eventually, if you want to, progressing onto phase 3. So let me explain what these are then. In phase 1, I call it the connector phase. This is where you don't have to create any of your own products and you don't create or build your own Ultimate Funnel here. Simply put, you're going to leverage other businesses that have an Ultimate Funnel. And what you're going to do is you're going to be able to promote their products, their Ultimate Funnel, for commissions. Now, in this phase of your business, I would personally recommend that you set a goal of anywhere between $3,000 to $10,000 per month. And the reason I recommend this phase is because you need the least number of skills to succeed. Because you don't have to create the products, you don't have to be some expert or guru, you don't have to build and manage all the websites and funnels and technology. You simply promote the products and you connect people with a problem with products that provide the solution. Now, If you wish to move beyond this phase, you would then go into the creator phase. Now, this is where you're already making a full-time income and you're now going to use the skills and experience that you've acquired in phase one to now build your own ultimate funnel. This allows you to multiply your income many times. And in fact, in this phase alone, you can generate millions of dollars. And if you wish, never choose to go on to phase three. However, for those that do, I want to tell you what the commander phase is. This is where you finally become the commander of your business and you build systems and employ others to help manage and run everything so that you're not needing to be there all day, every day to run and manage the system. You just let other people do that. So in simple terms, the perfect path to 7 figures works like this. In phase one, you learn just a few skills to start connecting people with products and generating an income. In phase two, you use the skills you learned in phase one to now create your own products and services and make a lot more money. And if you wish, then progressing into phase three, where you build systems and have others manage it all for you. But as I say, let's not get too far ahead. You'll want to start in phase one because that is the easiest way to begin. And so I hope you found this training useful. As I say, this was just a 100% free training to introduce you to the perfect path to 7 figures. This is the exact path I personally took. You know, going back to 2008, I was in over $60,000 of debt. I was working a full-time job in a construction company, and I really didn't know how I would change and turn my life around. And it was through developing and discovering this perfect path for myself that I first enabled myself to make a full-time income in phase one, quit my day job, and eventually progress through stages 2 and 3.